Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel Tokki Plays. I hope you're doing amazing. Today may turn into the spiciest video I ever recorded as of now, because today we are gonna be ranking all 23 cat villagers that are currently in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I can already say that I'm gonna have some opinions that you may not 100% agree on, but that is totally fine. There may be a couple villagers who I am absolutely in love with, which may not be your cup of tea. And the same thing goes the other way around. There may be a couple of villagers who I just can't get into, and they may be the biggest ray of sunshine to you, but that is how it is, and that is okay. We all have our personal taste, and I'm just doing this for funsies. So I would say let's stop the talking and let's get right into ranking. I am using the same tier list maker that I did last time, and I will also be linking the tier list that I used for today's video in the description box if you wanna go rank them by yourself. As you can see, I've already come up with my own tiers. The first tier that you can see here is Gimme Those Paws, and those are gonna be the cat villagers who I absolutely love, who I wanna have on my island all day, every day. They are just villagers that I wanna squish because they're so cute. Up next we have Wouldn't Mind Having Them, and with that I mean they're not top tier, at least not for me. However, if they were to move on my island for some time, I would not be mad about that. Up next we have They Are Alright, and as this tier implies, they're not particularly outstanding to me. However, they're far from bad, and they're just alright and deserve a middle tier spot. Up next we have Meh. Those villagers that are gonna make it into this tier are definitely not the worst of the worst. There's worse villagers out there. However, I may just not be a fan of their design, and I wouldn't necessarily want to have them on my island. And then for the last category is Please No. I do not mean any hate towards those villagers that are gonna make it down there, because I can already tell you there's gonna be some. They're just not my cup of tea at all. I would say let's get into ranking the villagers, and first up we have Anka, an actual queen, okay? And even though she is still, I think, fairly popular in the Animal Crossing community, I am just gonna put her in the They Are Alright category, I think. With Anka, she obviously represents Egypt and Cleopatra because of her design, her makeup, the necklace she's wearing, and the headpiece that she has. With Anka, I think I would struggle a little bit with finding a theme that fits for her, except for anything that has to do with the desert, of course. But overall, her design do be fancy, so I cannot complain about that. Up next we have Bob, and for Bob, I'ma put him in the Wouldn't Mind Having Them. Bob is literally the king of KitKat. His colors are gorgeous, he's so vibrant. And for Bob, he's a cool sock, as we would say in German. Just his smirk, his face says everything, and he definitely has some cool vibes to him, so if he would chill on my island for some time, I would be down for that, absolutely. Next up we have Felicity, and with Felicity I think I'm gonna put her in the They Are Alright category. She does not make it into my Wouldn't Mind Having Them category. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe the hair or the mouth. She is cute, I do have to say that. I can definitely see her charm, but her overall design is just, there's something about it that I am not the biggest fan of, and I really do think it's the bangs that she has. If those would be not round in the front, I think she would definitely come into the Wouldn't Mind Having Them category, at least for me. Next up we have Kabuki, and Kabuki is gonna make it into the They Are Alright category, even though at the same time he is a little bit meh to me. However, the artistry that was put into his design, I can definitely see that. If I were to have a Japanese city, for example, as an island theme, he would be absolutely perfect for that, and that is also the reason why I'm putting him in the They Are Alright category, because there's definitely a lot more themes that he's gonna fit into. The only thing which I think is a teeny tiny bit creepy is his yellow eyes. Alrighty, now we have Cat, and Cat is the first villager that I'm gonna put into the meh category. I'm not really sure what it is. It's maybe just a combination of eyelashes, the eye color, and her tiny teeth that make me not be super fond of her. She's definitely okay. There are worse designed villagers than her for sure. Now, as you can see, we have KitKat next. For KitKat, this is gonna be a little difficult. I must say they are alright. And the issue is, have you seen KitKat without a helmet? KitKat without a helmet is so incredibly cute, and if there was the possibility to take off his helmet without having to mod him, I would love to have him on my island. He would be a 10 out of 10 for me. But because the helmet is always on his face, I might just say they are alright. Next up we have Kiki, and I'ma put Kiki in a wouldn't mind having them category. She is a sweetie pie. She is adorable. I love her. The only reason literally why she's not making it into the gimme those paws category is her eyes. I don't know what it is. I'm just not too fond of the yellow eyes on villagers. Overall, technically seen, she is a 10 out of 10. And I know that there's so many that love her, and I can definitely see why. But for me, she makes it into the second category. Now we have Kitty the kitty cat. And Kitty is alright. I really do like the accent colors that she has in her ears, and also the eyeshadow. She be looking fancy schmancy, but there's something about her. I don't know what it is. I don't love her. I don't hate her. She's just neutral to me. Then we have Lolly, and excuse me, where else would I put Lolly other than in Gimme Those Paws? Look at that baby. She is such a sweetie pie. She's so adorable. She deserves all the love. And I was looking for Lolly and spent like 700 tickets on her back then, up until I finally found her. She's currently on my island, and I'm really glad to have her. Her eyes are adorable. Her little woo mouth is chef's kiss, so that is a 10 out of 10 for me always. Then we have Mary, and I mean, excuse me, where else would I put her other than in Gimme Those Paws? She is so stinking adorable. I can't with her. Her teeny tiny nose, that teeny tiny blush, and just her looking so adorable. I literally can't with her. She is so cute. I don't know what else to say about her, but she is a squishy baby. Yes? Yes, I like a lot, okay? Okay. On to Mitzi, and Mitzi is gonna make it into the wouldn't mind having them category. Mitzi has a very unique design that no other villager has from what I know, and that just makes her really special and adorable. I love the tone of blue, and overall she's a big sweetie pie, and if she would come to my island for some time, I would be quite happy about that. Okay, so I gotta be honest, Mo is gonna be the first villager that is gonna go into the please no category. His design is just not for me. I do love big eyes technically, yes, but his eyes are just too chunky, and his teeth and the nose. Why would you design him like that? He had so much potential, especially because of his colors, but just no, I'm sorry, but no. With him, I can't. Next in line, we have Monique, and I'm a little torn with Monique. I'm not sure if I should put her in meh or please no. I think I'm gonna put her in the meh category. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put her in the please no category. I'm sorry. Her eyebrows are just a little too snatched for me, and overall, she doesn't give off the most friendly vibe, which I know I never had her on my island before, so I can't judge, and I shouldn't be judging. But because this is about the design right now, I guess I have to put her there. She just doesn't look very approachable. Now we have Olivia, and oh my gosh, I just found out about a detail that I've never seen on her before, so I'm gonna put her in the they are alright category. Otherwise, I would have probably put her into meh, to be honest. But I just saw that on her legs, the red part goes up to 2 different heights, which I think is incredibly adorable. And overall, she looks quite fancy. She looks like she has her life together. You know what I mean? Then we have Punchy, and Punchy, I'ma put in the they are alright category as well. With the cats, I can tell that there's quite a lot of villagers that I feel neutral about, and with him it's the same. With his design, I really like that they put the cat whiskers on him. He looks like an overall chill guy, so that's why he's making it onto this tier. Here we have Pearl, and Pearl is an absolute baby. I love her design. The fact that they put those spots on her make her so incredibly adorable. I am not even 100% sure why she's not making it into top tier for me, but that's just how it is. I'm a little scared about this one. Raymond could potentially get me in quite a bit of trouble. No hard feelings towards him, but to me, he's just meh. I don't even know why. Maybe it was because he was so popular the whole time up until the 2.0 update came out. I just saw everyone being so obsessed with him the whole time. And yes, I know it's a cat wearing a suit with the 2 different eye colors that make him very special. And yes, I also know that he likes wearing maid outfits here and there. But for me, he's just not growing on me. Even after like more than 2 years of the update coming out, I am still not the biggest fan of him. And I don't think that's ever gonna change. Now we have a Rosie. And Rosie is definitely adorable, but not top tier. Rosie is 100% adorable, but once again, I don't know what it is that makes me not be able to put her into the top tier. I mean, look at her rosy cheeks, her cute smiley face, her eyes. She is cute and her colors are gorgeous, but at least she definitely deserves a spot in the second tier. Then we have Rudy, and Rudy is once again a candidate for they are alright. I think what's nice about Rudy is that his design is pretty basic, and I mean that in a very positive way because that makes him fit into quite many aesthetics and themes. Okay, then down here we have Stinky, and I am living for the name, but because of the design, I'ma put him in meh. I think his design is truly iconic. I have to give him that, and the name. If you didn't know, I do have a cat myself, and the nickname that we often call him is Stinky Bear, which is German for literally stinky bear. And just whenever I hear Stinky, I have to think of my cat. Lovely, isn't it? His design is just not it for me. The colors and the underwear he has as a face mask is creative. However, even though I put him in the meh category, I kind of have a sweet spot for him. Okay, then we have the last villager that is making it into the please no category. I am not sure what the designers were thinking with Tabby. They gave her a piggy nose, those super giant teeth. The eyeshadow is alright actually, but the blush just doesn't match her skin tone at all. And she is just not a villager that I would want to have on my island. I know there's people out there that love her, and you do you. It's great if you like her, but she's just not for me. Now we have the queen and the last baby that is gonna make it into the top tier, Tangy. And yes, I still know that you technically pronounce her Tangy, but Tangy is always gonna be Tangy for me. She's a legend, she's an icon, she is adorable, especially when she does that little face where she looks at you with those big eyes. A literally the cutest thing ever. I am so glad that back then I discovered her on Raven's channel, because now she really is one of my favorite villagers out there. Last but not least, we have Tom, and for Tom I'm kind of torn in between wouldn't mind having them and they are alright, but I think I'm actually gonna put him into the wouldn't mind having them. And yes, I am aware that I am not the biggest fan of yellow eyes, however there's just something about him that makes him look sleek and sophisticated kinda. So I really do like his design, and his mouth is adorable and definitely makes him real cute. Alrighty, that is me ranking all the cat villagers. I would love to know about your rankings as well. Let me know about your favorite cat and your least favorite cat in the comments. And I really hope that this video was not a little too spicy for you. I'm out of here, so have a great day or night wherever you are, and see you in the next one. Bye!